Hi, today is the 26th of December, year 2020. I read chapter 11 this morning of this book, in case you've forgotten, and it's called The Stone. And I somehow felt that if I read it here out loud with you, to you, the contents, the messages that Jeshua has in this particular chapter will sink in deeper into my subconscious. This is the reason why I'm spending time recording and sharing it here in this group. So it'll allow me to access the the book, and I'll be back in a minute. Great. As it says, chapter 11, The Stone. I am Jeshua, and I salute you. You are a being of light. You have come to earth to spread your light. In doing so, you meet with resistance and you are confronted with darkness. What is this game between light and dark really about? What is the purpose of the resistance and darkness you have been experiencing? Being in the light means being in a state of consciousness in which you realize your oneness with all that is. I'm going to repeat this. Being in the light means being in a state of consciousness in which you realize your oneness with all that is. If you are in the light, if you are the light, you feel completely boundless and free. You know you are part of a greater whole, and you feel you are deeply cherished within this infinite web of living consciousness. Light is your connection with the One. Light is by nature formless. It is not dependent on any material form. Light is free from the constraints of time and space. You are not the material form in which your consciousness dwells at this moment. You are not your body. You are not the flesh and blood of which your body is made of, nor the gender, nor the characteristics that belong to your present personality. They are part of you, but you are so much more. You are their origin and divine creator. Your infinite soul has dwelt in many different life forms and has experienced a great number of lifetimes throughout the universe. These experiences have enriched you in ways you do not yet recognize. Your sometimes arduous journeys through incarnation is nothing short of God's way of expanding him or herself. Your journey through form is meaningful, for it allows all creation to expand and proliferate in new and enriching ways. Repeat. Your journey through form is meaningful, for it allows all creation to expand and proliferate in new and enriching ways. I know it often does not feel this way for you. You can become overwhelmed by the lack of light and connectedness on earth. I know. I am here to ignite a spark of remembrance in your soul. If you remember who you truly are, you realize that your divine core is still whole and unscarred in spite of all you have been through. Feeling your wholeness may give you a sense of relief or even a feeling of ecstasy. This is when you know you are hitting upon the truth. You remember the truth of who you are, a soul of infinite possibilities. I am here to remind you of who you are and to inspire you to bring that awareness in your everyday life. There is no real gap between the human you and the divine you. Your divine self is not somewhere else. It is not located in time and space to begin with. If you want to connect with it right now, you can do so by stepping back for a moment from issues that presses on your mind and emotions. Imagine your consciousness to become larger, withdrawing from all these issues and entering a space of open awareness. Within that space, there is no needing or wanting. There is just being. It may seem as if this is not going to help you solve any problems in your life, but I am inviting you to simply try. Can you shift your awareness and just observe yourself in a quiet and detached way? Can you be with yourself without judging or interfering? You will find that doing so makes you calm and more relaxed. If your emotions, thoughts, or physical sensations draw you out of this calm space, do not worry. Let it be and simply observe what happens. In time, you will discover that entering the space of silence awareness is a powerful tool to remember who you are. This tool is always available to you. You can stay in touch with your wholeness, with the space of freedom within, by always keeping some distance from the things that trouble you or excite you in a positive way. By maintaining some distance, you keep the awareness alive that these things never define you completely, although they are indeed important in your life. You are more than the emotions and events that transpire in your life. Inside you, there is a presence that silently, yet intensely, observes all these events and experiences as they come and go. This presence is indestructible. It's the fountain of life itself. You choose to temporarily connect your consciousness with a body, a form in your life on earth. There is a reason for this choice. The body is very precious. It is a wondrous feat that you can focus your consciousness in such a way that it identifies partially with the body, with the person that you are now, man or woman, and with all the talents and characteristics that belong to you. However, please do not make the mistake that you are this package of characteristics. You are the consciousness that experiences them. This awareness can set you free. The divine you, your beingness stripped to the core, is like a wide open space, empty and yet full of vitality and potential. This is the part of you that is God. This is home. If you connect to this part of you, you sense relief, joy, and freedom. You feel safe. Being in the dark means that you feel separated from your core, from your connection. From your connection to the whole. You feel disconnected from the wide inner space that alone can bring you the peace and joy you are searching for. All suffering originates from this sense of disconnection. This is the severest pain your soul can experience. I'm going to read a little part of it again. Being in the dark means that you feel separated from your core, from your connection to the whole. You feel disconnected from the wide inner space that alone can bring you the peace and joy you're searching for. All suffering originates from this sense of disconnection. It is the severest pain your soul can experience. You can experience. Understanding the purpose of darkness. Why do souls ever choose to experience separation? The moment you choose to incarnate and live inside a material form, your light gets limited and constrained. Your consciousness gets narrowed down and you lose your sense of infinity. You tend to lose connection with the real you, who is formless, free, and unlimited. Especially for young souls who are in the beginning stage of their incarnation journey. It is easy to forget and to identify themselves with the form they inhabit. It is a sign of maturity when a soul is able to fully inhabit a human body and at the same time realize it is not the body, but the one who experiences the body and gives life to it. As the soul evolves, the awareness is born that something transcending the body, the material form focused in time and space. The mature soul opens up to the dimension of formlessness and starts to recognize that its true essence resides there. In doing so, the evolved soul will be able to bring down the awareness of oneness into the realm of material form. Why should the soul choose to embark on the journey of incarnation? Why did you choose to be confined by material form, by the cycle of life and death, and all that goes with it? Would it not be much more blissful to stay in the state of unbounded awareness all the time? Ask yourself this question. Some of you would say right away that if possible, you would never incarnate again. You would tell me life on earth is too harsh, too dark, and that you long to go home and stay there forever. Nonetheless, I am telling you that your soul chose to experience this lifetime you are living now on earth, like it chose to experience all the lifetimes it lived on earth. There is a part to your soul who loves to dance with matter, and I'm telling you this is the most divine, sacred, and creative part of you. God decides to bring light into material form. Spirit, which I use as a synonym for God, created matter for light to take shape and with which to experience itself. The creation of matter brought into being the dance of consciousness and matter. The dance of spirit and body. The interplay between spirit and body is God's way of creating. You, as a spirit inhabiting a body, are God's creation unfolding. As your soul is evolving and maturing, it is becoming more able to hold the light of spirit and express it through a body. The art of living in the body is to manifest the freedom of spirit within the material dimension. Anything in the material dimension that is lighted from within by the awareness of spirit radiates beauty and vitality and adds something important to life. Repeat. Anything in the material dimension that is lighted from within by the awareness of spirit radiates beauty and vitality and adds something important to life. Embodied light is the most precious light there is. By embodying your soul's light on earth in a material form, you are expanding God's creation. You are creating something new and contributing something to the whole that would not have existed without your unique presence. The abundance of life forms existing on earth in the kingdom of the animal, plant, and mineral reflects spirit's desire to manifest in a variety of form. The beauty and variety of life on earth has evolved out of a dance of spirit and matter, consciousness and form. God longs to express itself in different forms, and by doing so enriches creation and allows all beings to experience beauty, joy, and adventure in their life cycles. All beings are sparkles of spirit. All beings are sparks of spirit, traveling through different forms and getting acquainted with life from many different perspectives brings depth and wisdom to your soul. Even the experience of separation and darkness helps to enrich creation. You are God. You once made the choice to descend into matter and to shine your light while dwelling in a limited form. This is not some punishment you have to endure. This is the result of a sacred choice you made as part of God. You are truly a creator. Beneath the resistance you may feel towards your life on earth right now, there is a deep and enduring desire in your soul to bring light into the dense reality on earth. Shining your light upon the dark parts of earth reality, inside and outside, is truly your soul's calling. If you do so, you experience a kind of fulfillment that touches your heart more deeply than anything else. I like to repeat this. Shining your light upon the darkest part of earth reality, inside and outside, is truly your soul's calling. If you do so, you experience a kind of fulfillment that touches your heart more deeply than anything else. Even the vision of being up in heaven in external bliss and peace pales by comparison. This is because it is your nature as a divine being to dance between spirit and body. It is this dance that constitutes the essence of creativity. You who sometimes feel discouraged by living in a human body will feel joyful again, not by discarding the dance altogether, but by knowing how to bring your light into the darkness. Darkness and density are part of life on earth. When you experience darkness or density in your life, you feel this energy to be heavy, slow, and stuck. You sense a lack of movement, freedom, and flow. Always, when there is this type of density, there are also negative thoughts and emotions which betray a sense of disconnection and separation. I said before that feeling disconnected from spirit, which means feeling separated from your own essence, is the severest pain a soul can experience. How do you remedy this sense of separation, which makes you feel emotionally and doubtful of the meaning of life? How do you remedy this sense of separation, which makes you feel wounded emotionally and doubtful of the meaning of life? Carrying your light into the darkness. Today, I invite you to meet with the densest part inside you and welcome it with an open heart. In everyday life, you experience the densest part of you in areas of life in which your energy hardly flows. This may be work, relationships, health, or any other aspects of life. In this area, it is most difficult for you to accept yourself or what life offers you. You experience that aspect of life as an encumbrance, as something that should not have existed. You feel blocked, stuck, and I invite you to visualize this density as a stone you carry, just like the proverbial millstone around your neck. You may feel the density you experience is due to outer circumstances. Or you might feel, let me just mark this. Or you might feel it has been caused by the rejection, betrayal, or violence of other people. Or you might say, I do not fit in this life on a place that is so dark and dense as Earth is. This is understandable that part of you reacts in this way. It is the bewildered and shocked part of you that has begotten about the true power inside your being. It is a traumatized inner child speaking to you to these negative thoughts. This child feels a victim. It feels discarded and disconnected. I invite you to recognize the wisest and lightest part of you, whose sole purpose is to bring the child home. You have one choice to make. Do you identify with the traumatized child inside, or with the bright and unbroken part of you who is able to heal that child? The origin of your suffering lies not in the density or darkness of outer reality. It is your felt inability to rise above the densest part inside of you and embrace it with your light and true radiance. feeling victimized by the dense part, you resent it and want to get rid of it. But to cast a part of you, to cast out a part of you makes you feel as if you are torn inside. Your soul will not be at peace until the lost child comes home. Imagine you are really carrying a stone around your neck. With your imagination free, see how heavy or large the stone is. The stone contains all the negative beliefs about living on earth. People don't understand me, and so on. The stone carries your fear as well as your resistance to life. It symbolizes what has gotten stuck and blocked inside you. Therefore, the stone also points to your mission in life. It is your soul's mission to bring light to the densest part of yourself. It is your life's purpose to shine light on your petrified parts, to spread your light on earth is first and foremost to reach out to the darkness within. As soon as you embrace this journey within, your light will automatically radiate out to others and inspire them to do the same. You do not have to focus on what needs to be remedied in the world. Focus on your own stone. Do you see a picture of it? What color is it? How does it feel when you pick it up? Say hello to the stone and hold it gently. Allow your consciousness to flow into the stone and sense the energy inside it. Do you feel anger or grief or fear? Allow the stone to tell its story. Remind yourself that you who are holding the stone as a being of light. You are the whole and unbroken, safely held within God's arms. Now watch what happens to the stone by just holding it and turning your attention to it in an open and welcoming way. As you connect to it from your divine core, surrounding it with acceptance and quiet understanding, you sprinkle it with sparks of light. The stone is lit from within. Your consciousness brings life and movement into the stone. It is no longer cold and hard. It gradually transforms into a gemstone. The structure of the stone has changed due to your loving attention. Take a good look to see what that color and form it takes. Now ask the stone, what is your gift to me? What kind of quality do you feel is present in the gemstone? Feel it from inside. Is it compassion, endurance, ability to surrender and trust? Is it tranquility, courage, or joy? Receive the gift. The stone first contains stuck and dark energy. After you embrace it with the quiet power of your true nature, it transforms into a treasure. It will not simply be neutralized. It will be transformed into a gemstone, reflecting your inner beauty and wisdom. What was first a millstone around your neck has become a precious jewel. Pick up the stone and see how it sparks and shines in a color, and transform that and shines in a color and form what reflects your unique energy. Allow the gemstone to enter your body and see where it naturally goes. To what part of your body does that stone go spontaneously? What effect does it have on you? It will have an effect, healing effect on your body and spirit. Life continuously invites you to turn to the dark, dense, and stuck parts of you. The dance between spirit and body is like the dance between light and dark. As soon as you recognize your true nature, the dance becomes less of a struggle. It becomes joy. As you become aware of the transformational power of the divine you, and invite darkness to come out into the open, the dance of light and dark brings forth precious jewels, which show how light can travel into the densest part of reality. The gemstone is the result of the integration of consciousness and matter. The gemstone is the result of integration of consciousness and matter. The fruit of the dance between spirit and body. Life invites you to perform this dance again and again. Whenever you feel negativity or darkness in your life, please do not judge it. Bring the stone into your imagination. Welcome it and connect the part of you that is not yet a light by your divine awareness. Take care of the stone. Your loving attention is the key to enlighten the stone from inside. By shining your light upon the dense and dark parts within you, you embrace the dance of creation, and God is born on earth through you. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm really glad I've read this chapter here because I have got more of the message that Jeshua was trying to give us. continues to try to give us. That we are light and love, but we need also to shine our light and love to the dark parts within ourselves. But as I always say, we have so many, many, many layers. And what I really liked was that we ended, the message ended with that we need to look after our stone. Bye. Please, I hope you continue, or rather, I trust you will continue to have a good Christmas with family and friends.